What's up, you guys? Dan the Beast 94 here, coming back at you with another video. And as you guys can see, I have the complete year of 2009 pay-per-views for WWE, and that's exactly what I'll be showing you guys today. This will be a year review of WWE pay-per-view DVDs from the year 2009. I finally got WrestleMania sometime last week. And as soon as I got that, I was like, okay, I got to do a year review because I feel very accomplished about this. This is the first year I've ever completed in WWE DVDs, pay-per-view wise. I believe the second year I'm pretty close to would have to be 2016. I believe I'm only missing 2 or 3 events from that year, including WrestleMania. Um, but let me just give you the rundown here. So let's start off with what started the year off, which was Royal Rumble 2009. This is the steel case edition. As you guys saw that video, I wasn't expecting this because this wasn't advertised on the picture that I saw on eBay. I thought it was just a regular cover, but for $7.99, can't go wrong. So here's the back here. You had John Cena versus JBL for the World Heavyweight title. Jeff Hardy versus Edge for the WWE Championship. Jack Swagger versus Matt Hardy for the ECW Championship. This was also the event Matt turned on Jeff. And of course, you have the Royal Rumble match. Next pay-per-view we have here is No Way Out from 2009 with Vladimir Kozlov on the cover. You could really see that Vince was trying to push him this year. Here's the spine. And here we go with the back here. There's your Elimination Chamber match. You had 2 Elimination Chamber matches. You had Edge versus Triple H versus Undertaker, Jeff Hardy, Big Show, and Vladimir Kozlov for the WWE Championship. The World Heavyweight Championship, you had John Cena, Rey Mysterio, Edge, Chris Jericho, Mike Knox, and Kane. I forgot about Mike Knox. No holds barred match between Shane McMahon and Randy Orton. All or Nothing, Shawn Michaels versus JBL, and the ECW Championships, Jack Swagger versus Finlay. Here we go with the 25th anniversary of WrestleMania. This is the 3-disc set, obviously the 3-disc set. There's your Hall of Fame here. Not the best WrestleMania, but it was okay for what it was. The Shawn Michaels Undertaker match stole the show. You had Rey Mysterio beating JBL, I believe it was like 9 seconds, somewhere around there. This was the second year CM Punk won the Money in the Bank match. You also had Matt versus Jeff, which was a pretty entertaining match for himself. After WrestleMania, you had Backlash 2009. And as you see from the back, you had John Cena versus Edge in the Last Man Standing match for the World Heavyweight title. Jack Swagger versus Christian, ECW Championship. The I Quit match between Hardy versus Hardy, Matt versus Jeff. 6-man tag team match for the WWE Championship. Triple H, Batista, Shane McMahon taking on Legacy. Ricky the Dragon Steamboat versus Chris Jericho, which was impressively good. I really enjoyed that match. CM Punk versus Kane. Great Khali. Kiss Cam with Santina Marella. Yep, nobody cares about that. Next pay-per-view we have here, Judgment Day 2009. This was the last Judgment Day WWE ever hosted. Here's the spine. And as you look at the back here, we have Randy Orton taking on Batista. You had Edge versus Jeff Hardy for the World Heavyweight title. Christian versus Jack Swagger again for the ECW title. Rey Mysterio versus Chris Jericho for the IC. Cena versus Big Show. CM Punk versus Umaga. And as we go on to the next event, we have Extreme Rules. I really enjoyed this cover. I like the way they did Rey Mysterio's mask with all the signature logos. As you can see, there's like Kane, MVP, Jericho, Triple H. As you can see, the spine. Sorry if the focus is out, guys. Don't really have the best phone. Steel cage match for the WWE Championship, Batista versus Randy Orton. That was pretty solid. Ladder match for the World Heavyweight, Edge versus Jeff Hardy. This is where CM Punk cashed in after Hardy won the title. Triple threat hardcore rules match for the ECW title. Why didn't they just call it an Extreme Rules match? I have no idea. Christian versus Tommy Dreamer versus Jack Swagger. I think this is the event Tommy Dreamer won. No holds barred match. Rey Mysterio versus Chris Jericho. Submission match. Midget. John Cena versus Big Show. Fatal 4-way match for the U.S. title. Kofi Kingston, MVP, Matt Hardy, and William Regal. And Samoan strap match between CM Punk versus Umaga. I believe this was Umaga's last pay-per-view as well before departing from the company. Then you had the Bash. Jeff Hardy here on the cover. There you have the side. This match was known for the epic IC title match. The third match between Chris Jericho and Rey Mysterio. That was a hell of a match. You had CM Punk versus Jeff Hardy for the World Heavyweight Championship. 3 Stages of Hell match for the WWE Championship. Randy Orton versus Triple H. Cena versus Miz. Then we go on to Night of Champions. We take a look at the back here. We had Jeff Hardy versus CM Punk again for the world title. Randy Orton versus Triple H and John Cena in a triple threat for the WWE Championship. Rey Mysterio versus Dolph Ziggler. Tommy Dreamer versus Christian for the ECW Championship. Jericho and a mystery partner taking on Legacy for the Unified Tag Team Championships, which guessing we already know who his partner was. Biggest party of the summer, SummerSlam 2009. And as we see in the back, this was the last pay-per-view for Jeff Hardy, as we had Jeff Hardy versus CM Punk in a TLC match for the World Heavyweight title. Randy Orton versus John Cena for the WWE Championship. Christian versus William Regal ECW Championship. DX and Legacy. Crime Time taking on Jericho. Then we go on to probably one of the worst pay-per-views, Breaking Point. This was like around the time. This was like a submission type pay-per-view event. This is when they started doing pay-per-views based off gimmick matches. Had an I Quit match here for the WWE title. Randy Orton versus John Cena. Whoops. CM Punk versus Undertaker in a submission match for the World Heavyweight title. Christian versus William Regal again. Jericho versus Mark Henry and MVP for the tag titles. DX versus Legacy in a submission count anywhere match. Move on to Hell in a Cell. Undertaker here on the cover. This is a pretty nice cover. Go on to the back. John Cena versus Randy Orton in a Hell in a Cell. CM Punk versus Undertaker in a Hell in a Cell. DX versus Legacy in a Hell in a Cell. John Morrison versus Dolph Ziggler for the Intercontinental title. Unified Tag Team Championship. Jericho versus Batista and Rey Mysterio. The first Bragging Rights pay-per-view of 2009. I thought these pay-per-views were alright, but they were basically like another Survivor Series type event. But I did enjoy these. Had John Morrison versus Miz, champion versus champion. Undertaker versus CM Punk versus Batista versus Rey Mysterio. After the match, you're supposed to be my friend. Like, that was just hilarious. And then you had Randy Orton versus John Cena in a 1 hour anything goes Iron Man match for the WWE Championship. Why not just call it an Iron Man match? Obviously, we know we could go for 60 minutes. Has nobody seen Shawn versus Brett? Survivor Series 2009. DX on the cover. And then we go into the back here. Triple threat match for the World Heavyweight title. Undertaker, Jericho, and Big Show. And then we had another triple threat between DX and John Cena. Mysterio versus Batista. And then your traditional Survivor Series matches, if you guys want to pause and look at those. To the last pay-per-view of the year, TLC 2009. Shitty cover. But, this was an alright event. I think the best match on this card was Shelton Benjamin versus Christian for the ECW title. Chair match for the World Heavyweight title, Undertaker Batista. Tables match for the WWE Championship, John Cena versus Sheamus. This was first taste of gold for Sheamus. Sheamus ended up winning the match in an upset. And then DX versus Jericho in a TLC match. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. These are all my 2009s. Sorry if they're a little sloppy, but try to get them as best as I can because I only got a time limit recording this. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Until next time, Dan the Beast 94 signing off.